What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first sit-down Saturday of the year, and it is froyo out there. 7 degrees, 8 degrees. I think it's gonna be 2 degrees tomorrow. I'm filming this Wednesday, so I'm talking about Thursday. I'm speaking to you from the past. Anyway, it's a sit-down Saturday, so I will not be answering comments. I will be reading them. Feel free to leave them. These videos take a lot of work on the front side, so look, time don't grow on trees, you know what I mean? But I wanted to have a little bit of a discussion, a brief one. I have some more ideas for sit-down Saturdays. I think I'm going to try to do more this year, you know, time permitting. If anybody lives in the Maryland area and has a very flexible schedule and is cool and fun to hang out with and has a lot of free time, please feel free to hit me up, meet with me, and if you want to lend a helping hand, I could use the help these days. Anyway, I'm going to talk about some of the figures I'm looking forward to this year, or really excited about. Somebody suggested this. I thought it was a good idea, and it's like more of an optimistic way to start the new year. I'll be honest with you, my new year hasn't been off to a great start. It tends to be my lot in life. My even years are usually rough. My odd years are usually easy, fun, and enjoyable. And so far, I mean, I'm 3 days in, and it's not an exception to the rule so far. I'll tell you this, quick side note, my new year started off with me getting a little splash of boiling water on my face. So I might be wearing the mask for different reasons these days. But we're not here to talk about that, we're here to talk about toys. And let's start with Hot Toys. Now that I've fallen down this rabbit hole, let me tell you what I am really looking forward to this year. That Empire Strikes Back Vader. Like, that is my Vader. That is the Vader I've been waiting for. It's the Vader I've been wanting, and I cannot wait. To go hand in hand, the Episode 3 Anakin. I've been praying, hoping, with fingers crossed that they were going to try to do some prequel stuff. I love a lot of the prequel characters, and I think this Anakin looks fantastic. I hope they don't stop there. Like, sincerely hope. I want an Episode 3 Obi-Wan. I want a Padme. Maybe not Episode 3 Padme. Look, I've lived with a pregnant woman for 9, actually this is really 10 months, times 30 months of my life. And that's not to include my mother when she had my brothers and sisters. Like, I'm fine on that. I'm good. It's a beautiful, life-giving miracle and all that, and I've spent my time with it, and I'm fine. Let's maybe do Episode 2 Padme, or 1, probably 2. I'm also curious to see what Hot Toys does for the Avengers line. And I'd love for them to try to take a stab, since they're doing some of this Netflix stuff, to try to take a stab at Jessica Jones. I would like that as well. SH Figuarts. I am really looking forward to some of their prequel stuff. I feel like the prequels are starting to get, I don't know if there's like a renaissance going on with them, or people have just started forgiving them, or whatever it is, but it seems like a lot of the prequel stuff is becoming more accepted in some way. I love the prequels. I recognize their faults, don't get me wrong, but I like what they do for that world and how they expand and blow out that world. So I'm looking forward to that Count Dooku. Like, I need a Dooku so bad. And of course the Anakin, and fleshing out my droids a bit more, so I'm looking forward to all that. And I praise Figuarts for really not, you know, forgetting the prequels. I think with the weird situation that goes on between the Figuarts line and the Hasbro Black Series, there's some weird stuff going on there. I think that because the Black Series has kind of ignored the prequels to a large extent, not totally, but to a large extent, I think that Figuarts could find a really solid lane there to kind of ride out for a while. There's a plethora of characters, so like I'm hoping that they really move forward with that. Speaking of Hasbro, I'm looking forward to their bounty hunters that are coming for their Black Series. Like, I think we're only short of Zuckuss, but that'd be nice. That'll be like a completed shelf, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to their Spider-Man upcoming wave with the Build-A-Figure Lizard, and the Deadpool and X-Men waves that are coming this year, like with Fox back, all that stuff kind of back over at Disney. I'm hoping that they'll go full steam ahead with a lot of those characters. A lot of those characters will really flesh out those X-Men shells, and before you know it, I mean, you could have a pretty close to full 90s roster anyway, character-wise. Maybe not representation-wise, but character-wise, and that's exciting to me. I'm a Marvel fan, for sure. I'm more of a DC fan, but I'm a Marvel fan. But the character representations that mean more to me is the 90s stuff. I, like a lot of comic book collectors, kind of fell in love with Marvel first, you know, with Spider-Man and X-Men, and then, you know, kind of grew into DC. I know when I go back and read a lot of those old 90s Marvels, a lot of them are trash, but it doesn't really take away from the magic that they were when I was 13, 14 years old. And the X-Men were a big part of that, and as a result, the X-Men are probably my favorite Marvel characters. It's a shame that they have such terrible movies. But a couple great animated series, to be fair. And let's get to the big talk, the Transformers talk. So, I'm really curious to see what kind of G1 stuff we're going to get announced from Takara this year. I feel like it's been a little quiet on the G1 front. Reveal-wise, I don't think we've seen anything other than the Sunstreaker, and that's out. So, I don't know. I'm curious what's going on over there on a number of levels. It sounds like a future sit-down Saturday to me, am I right? But I wonder if they're just going to move more ahead with the more popular characters from their different kind of iterations of their franchise throughout the year. You know, if we're more likely to get a Robots in Disguise or Car Robots Optimus Prime than we are, say, a Cliff Jumper. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see how that shakes out. Third party wise, the stuff I'm most looking forward to is what Zeta does with these two combiners. I'm really looking forward to seeing the completed product. I have a lot of faith in them. I have a lot of hope in that because their Devastator is without a doubt the most solid combiner that I've ever messed with, and the size I think is outstanding. So I'm really curious to see if they can, you know, if it was a one-trick kind of deal, it was like a, you know, they got lucky, or if they know what they're doing. And I get the impression that they know what they're doing. I think that everything is lining up perfectly for Superion and for Bruticus, so I'm really excited to see where that goes. That being said, I'm also looking forward to what DX9 and KFC do with these Stunticons. I'm a Stunticon fanatic, I'm a Stunticon freak, and I'm really kind of excited about the prospect of getting some Stunticons for my shells, both in combined mode and robot mode. I'm hoping that this year will be the year that I finish off my ARC bots. I think I'm going to go in on the MMC Cliff Jumper, and you know, that'll be a pretty big deal. I'm anxious to see what Make Toys does with their Headmasters, continuing their Headmasters. Like, I think they look great. I've enjoyed all the other ones. I think they've progressively gotten better, you know, from the first one to the second one, but I think that Make Toys has gotten significantly better in that same time period, so I'm really looking forward to their Headmasters. It would be nice to kind of have at least the original 4 Autobots, something that I never really imagined I'd be getting in an MP scale, you know what I mean? So that would be cool. And I kind of feel like the combiner resurgence in general is happening on a quote-unquote MP scale, so I think we're going to see a lot more of that this year, and I'm kind of excited to see, like, because, you know, as we've kind of seen in the past, everybody just starts throwing darts at the same character, and it would be interesting if, like, everybody started throwing darts at different characters and we could really make some headway in our collections, but, you know, time will tell, I guess. And I think that's it. I think that's the stuff I'm most looking forward to this year. Could there be one other company? So I'm really looking forward to their RC. I was just looking at my shelves recently. Their RC is going to actually complete pretty much my Season 3 shelf. Not the whole season, but it's broken up into 2 in my display, and it'll finish 1, so that's awesome. I'm really looking forward to their Cyclonus. I know it's under the Perfect Fusion line or whatever. Look, I don't have the patience for that kind of stuff. I'm looking forward to that. I think that that's going to be a great addition. I couldn't be happier that they announced the Aerial Bots. I'm interested to see what they do in a combined mode, but I already have one getting ready to get set up in a combined mode, so I think that their bots look great. I think that like it's like the universe is just laying itself out for me in that regard. So I'm going to be getting the Fans Toys to display in bot mode and use the Zeta one for combined mode, and I couldn't be happier about that. I'm anxious to see what they can do. And then it'd be nice if their Blitzwing could finally come out. That'd be a treat. And lastly, like I'm really curious to see if anybody's going to tackle some of these what I consider to be obvious holes that are out there. You know, like I think we need a better Sandstorm option. I can't believe that nobody, I know iGear has announced a tease, but I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen. But I can't believe nobody's done a runabout and a runamuck. I mean, that's an easy 2-for-1 mold. That would be nice to see this year. Please, somebody, please, anybody listening, can we get an Astro Train that fits for the modern collection? Like, I feel like, come on. Why isn't anybody doing that? So yeah, I think it could be an interesting year and a different type of year because we're getting so close to the well drying up for G1, and I think that people are going to have to start getting a little bit more creative in how they do business, and I for one couldn't be more excited to see where that leads. Feel free to let me know what you're looking forward to, and thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.